Donald Trump just gave a disastrous speech in Wisconsin before a very tiny crowd. Trump looked awful. Look how small the crowd was. I think the purpose of the speech in Wisconsin was supposed to address the problems that farmers were facing, but Donald Trump just told them we're in a golden age, everything is amazing, but really what Donald Trump wanted to talk about is that they have a much more beautiful life than he has because their ear wasn't pierced. What? Here, play this clip.
Or small business. Now, I saw it myself. You have a way of life that sometimes you're land rich and cash poor, sometimes you're lots of different conditions, but people that are on farms love being on farms. You wouldn't trade my life. You wouldn't want my life. Believe me, you don't want it. Your life is much better than my life. I will tell you, your ear wasn't a little pierced over here. You didn't get pierced. You have a nice, safe, beautiful life. But I've seen.
Then Donald Trump struggles to remember the name of the Washington Monument. One can say Donald Trump failed a cognitive exam right here in front of this very tiny Wisconsin crowd. Let's play it.
Look at that. I mean, look at that. It just opened yesterday. We just opened it. So there was going to take 4 years, 400 million. It took really about a month. Okay, it was going to. Can you imagine Washington between Lincoln? Think of Washington, D.C., between the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington. Just think about this. You know that beautiful spire in honor of the great George Washington and the beautiful Lincoln Memorial. So between there, thousands of feet long. It was built in 1922, and to be honest, it never really worked. It leaked like a sieve because it was stone and concrete.
Then Donald Trump forgot what he was even talking about, and he turned to the man who was sitting next to him, who Donald Trump thought was very attractive. And Donald Trump says, look at this specimen. He's a hell of a specimen. Look at this. Here, play this clip.
As they say in the farming business, we had to take care of business. Look at this guy over here. I don't know who the hell he is, but he is one hell of a specimen, I can tell you. This guy. This is one hell of a physical specimen. I thought I was big until I met you, Joe. You know, you're fantastic. That's what I like. Anyway, I just want to let you all know that I'm thrilled to be here at Custer Farms, and Ken and his family, they're amazing.
Then Donald Trump called up Jordan Schultz, a gold medalist, and had Jordan Schultz give Trump the gold medal, and Trump started wearing the gold medal. And then Trump said, I forgot to touch his leg. His legs are like a rock. I want to touch his legs. Play the clip.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it, Jordan. I'm not giving it back. I'm a very good guy for keeping gold. I like gold. I'm never giving this back. Congratulations. I forgot to touch his leg. I didn't want to do that. But I can tell you one thing. His leg is like a rock. That's fantastic. 2 gold medals. Wow, that's big stuff. Thank you. It's an honor.
Then Donald Trump says that to the people sitting next to him, hey, fellas, I'm going to go to a place called Washington. I don't want to hear all about your life stories, but I do want to hear about this guy, the guy over here. I like him. What are we even watching? Here, play this clip.
All night. Yeah, if we can, fellas, I got to get back to a place called Washington and protect you, okay? So if you go very quickly, we don't need your life story other than I like the Olympic guy and I like this guy right over here. And Jordan Stolz would like to have you say a couple of words too, okay? Hey, Jordan, why don't you start? Go ahead.
Well, first I want to thank you to all the farmers who are here, and I don't think people really understand how much.
Then Trump said that the word affordability is a word that's made up. It's not real. And I'm good at making up words also, he says. Play this clip.
They came in and they said, affordability. They made up the word because that's the only thing they're good at, although I'm good at making up words too.
Then Donald Trump says he thought that gas prices would be much higher, and that's what he's telling the farmers of Wisconsin who are getting crushed by the soaring and surging price of diesel right now. I thought it was going to be even higher than this. Whatever. This is good, isn't it? No, it's not. Play the clip.
Just like they were 4 months ago, your fertilizer's down, your energy's down, your oil, Your gas is all coming way down. And frankly, I thought it would go much higher than it did. I thought, frankly, that gasoline would be much higher than it was. I was in Iowa, another place I like a lot.
Then Donald Trump wanted everybody to know in Wisconsin that a lot of people don't know that the word dumb has a B in it. Let's play it.
I hate to say that you have no choice, but I don't think you have much of a choice. These are some very sick puppies that I'm looking at that are running for office. And on the other side, I call them the Democrats, D-U-M. You take out the B. A lot of people don't know dumb has a B. You take out the B, and you change the E, you put the U, and you have a Democrat.
Trump then lies and says that African American unemployment is doing better than it ever has done before. And then he says, I don't know where that stat comes from, but I like it. I'm just going to say it, even if it's not true. Let's play it.
It's amazing. African American unemployment is now doing better than it's ever done. And I don't know where that stat came from, but I'll take it. I don't know where the hell that stat came from, but we'll take it. And
then Donald Trump says, after telling everyone that they're doing great, that he will now be considering another bailout for farmers, multiple bailouts for farmers now due to energy fertilizer costs. Okay, but I thought you said affordability isn't an issue. It's a made-up word. Okay, play the clip.
I met with the farmers, and I said, I'm going to get you something for it because you've been treated very badly. And I got $28 billion for the farmers in the first term. Remember? I just asked Ken whether or not he got it. He said, I did. And we're looking at something also. Right now, we're looking at something to take the place of what's happened because it's artificial. What happened to you is artificial with the energy and with the fertilizer. So we're looking at something. But in the first term, I got the farmers $28 billion, and I'll never forget.
Then Donald Trump starts to pull up these printouts of a chart that he or someone made for him, comparing the reflecting pool to tall buildings during his agriculture event in Wisconsin. He wants to show that the reflecting pool, if you made it into a building, would be taller than very tall buildings. Okay, play this clip.
I'm going to show you the cheap way, okay? We don't want to bring screens. It costs too much money. Look at that. That's before and after. Look at that. Look at it. Can anybody see that? That's before. That's our nation's capital. That's what it, look at this graffiti all over it, filthy, disgusting stone. The stone was all horrible. And look over there, that's before and after. Then we had the reflecting pond, 2,500 feet, massive, longer than a building. We have a stat here that's sort of great. Can you guys see this okay? Because I'm too cheap to put up like a projector. Look, so that's the pond. If we're standing up, here's your Sears Tower, Empire State Building, World Trade Center. Look, it's double and triple the size in terms of area. So it would have cost $400 million, Ron, to fix. It would have taken 4 years. And they were getting ready. Doug Burgum's done an amazing job.
I told you this was an awful speech before a very tiny crowd. And then Trump told everybody there, I don't need to be here. I don't need to be doing this. I really don't care. I don't know. I guess I'm here because I like farmers. Maybe that's why I'm here. What? Play the clip.
He'll do well, too. Thank you. As president, I fought for the American farmer like no one has ever fought before. Nobody's, like I'm up here today. I don't need this. I got elected. I don't have, what the hell do I have to be here for? I got elected. I'm here because I like the farmer. I mean, when you think about it, I guess there's a lot of truth to that, right? I could be home right now in the beautiful White House enjoying watching somebody else on television talking. One day.
Then Donald Trump says a bunch of tough men cried in the Oval Office because he repealed a Biden-era policy. And they cried and they said, thank you for giving us our lives back. You know, it's a made-up story, but I'll show you what he said. Let's play it.
Happy. And I repealed the Biden-era EPA, ludicrous, just the crazy waters of the United States. So it sounds so nice. It's the worst rule that you've ever had. Waters of the, how could it be nicer? What a beautiful title. It was like taking your land away from you. It was horrible. And I totally repealed it. And there are some people, you know, when I did that repeal, I had a lot of farmers and contractors, builders, house builders in my office. And I announced the repeal in front of them. I signed it. And these are tough guys. In fact, they look like him, just smaller. And Who isn't smaller? I think everybody's smaller. But no, they look like Joe, and they were crying. Half of them were crying. You remember that? Half of them were crying. I said, "Why are you crying? What's the big deal?" He said, "You gave us back our life." They actually had their life taken away. They couldn't touch their land. If they even touched it, they were in violation. They also would go to jail. That was the crazy environmental nonsense that we're all putting.
Then he goes on to say that Canada has taken advantage of all of the American farmers because Canada keeps on putting tariffs on the farmers, and Canada's being very exploitive. You're putting the tariffs on Canada. What are you talking about? What are we even watching here? Here, play this clip.
And we're leading everybody now when it comes to cars. They're coming in from Germany. They're coming in from Japan. They're coming in from Canada. Canada treats you guys rough, you know? Canada, they put on big tariffs. We didn't meet them with tariffs. I took care of it my first term really strongly, and I am now. But Canada's been very rough. You find them rough to deal with? Yes, you're pretty rough to deal with. He's more of a diplomat than me.
And then Donald Trump said that he endorsed Congressmember Tiffany because he likes the name Tiffany, he said, because he once acquired air rights to Tiffany for his property, and I made a hell of a lot of money on the air rights to Tiffany's. Play it.
By the way, speaking of, Tom Tiffany is one of the best congressmen in our country. And I was there, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, right at the beginning. I endorsed this guy. I had no idea, but I liked his last name. You know why? Because I bought the air rights many years ago off Tiffany, and I made a lot of money. So I saw Tom Tiffany, and I backed him, and he went like a rocket ship, and he won, and you've kept winning, and now he's running for a thing called governor. That's
what Donald Trump's speech was in front of this small group in Wisconsin. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million. Thanks for watching.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.